All right, good morning and welcome to another day of Ralston's Big Adventure. All right, so it is 9:20. We are still here at the shelter. It's like a double-decker shelter, so I slept down there last night. But anyway, me and Deets are the last ones here. We're only doing 10 miles today into town, so we're not in too big of a rush to leave. Yeah, that's pretty much it today. There's a cool plane crash that we're going to get to see. We're finally going to cross the Maine state line, except we're going the other way. So we're just going back into New Hampshire, which is funny. But anyway, so we'll get to that state line today, which is like our last state line crossing, there's a lot of lasts. Me and Dees were talking, the last state line. And like just little things, like I don't have to buy any more batteries for my headlamp. I don't have to buy any more Ziploc bags for trash bags. And I know that sounds so stupid, but it's just like, it's like finally kind of hitting that like we're coming to an end. Like I was talking to some friends of mine yesterday and they were just like, yeah, like we're not planning on taking any more zeros. Like we only have 20 something days left. And it's just so weird. Like, I just remember the first 20 days feeling like forever. And these last 20 days are going to feel like just a blink of an eye. So, it's very bittersweet. Very, very bittersweet time. But it just is what it is. It'll be fine. But as of right now, I still just have today. So, I'm just going to focus on today. But there's some cool things coming up. State line. There's also a plane crash that we're going to go see. There's some cool like ponds and stuff. Hopefully we'll see a moose. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's the plan today. So I'll update you as we go. It is a lot of mud. All right, so we made it to New Hampshire. Again. This is kind of weird because we went southbound back to New Hampshire, but we are officially, I guess, in Maine. Here's the state line. It says we walked all the way here. But yeah, this is it. This is the border. All right, so going southbound for a couple days, honestly, is so much fun because you get to run into all your northbound friends that you've made along the way. So, like, the past, 3 days, we have run into so many people we know and have hiked with and hung out with and blood and sweat together kind of bonds and people. So it's kind of fun seeing everybody. However, one of the worst parts about going southbound is running into all your friends because it makes the day that much slower. I mean, it's already slow because you're having to watch your feet and you're having to climb up all over these rocks and it's just crazy slow anyway. But then you want to stop and talk to your friends for 5-10 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, depending on how close you are. So, yeah, it just makes the day that much longer. So it's a blessing and a curse going southbound. But honestly, still wouldn't trade it. It's still a lot of fun to see friends and catch up and ask them how the trail is, then they ask us how the trail is, so it's fun, it's worth it, but it just makes for really, really, really long days. All right, some more rock scrambling. Here we are. All right, so we're about to go to this plane crash site. It's somewhere down there in the woods, but I'll show you the airport that the plane was trying to get to. Way back in the 70s, a plane was flying through here trying to get to that airport right there and made a crash landing somewhere in there. All right, we made it.
No, they have a little book, but they're supposed
Here it
to
is.
be
This is
geocaching
cool.
Here too.
Yeah.
This is super cool.
That was actually the map I used to get here.
All right, so we are in the plane crash. There's the toilet. There was once where the rest of the plane was. It's pretty sweet. Also, there's somebody who signed their name back in 1964 right here. Bill Davenport, September 1st, 1964. People have been doing this a long time. Well, sorry about that. We put the signal up. So I think we said earlier that this was back in the 70s. It was actually the 50s when this plane crashed. So yeah, we looked it up and it was the 50s. So just wanted to, because that one dude signed it in 64. So how in the world could a plane crash in 70 and somebody sign it in 64? But it was in the 50s. All right, so I've made it to the cutoff point. So me and Deets are gonna take like a shortcut to town, which is right back there. I'm a little bit ahead of him, so I'm gonna wait. But I'm like right here by this pond, this lake, whatever you want to call it. And it's so nice and peaceful. So I'm gonna take a pretty good snack break, water break, wait on him, and then we're gonna go to town and tear up some Chinese buffet. Pretty excited about it. But yeah, stay tuned for when we get to town. All right, so Dietz and I took a shortcut to get to town. It was a great shortcut, like one of the best trails by far, as far as just like its easiness, like in a while. I mean, I did 3 miles in just about an hour, which is like, I haven't done that speed in a long time. But it comes out like the most odd, it comes out right there. Like there's houses and it just kind of comes out in the middle of them. And there's this weird pull off where you can park. Very strange. But we have about half a mile up that road to get back to where we need to get to town. Hey y'all, it's Ralston here hiking the AT. I'm hiking the AT for several reasons, but one big one is to support the Isaiah 117 house in Blairsville, Georgia. This organization is dedicated to helping foster kids at the moment they're taken out of the home and some of the most traumatic parts of their lives. That's where they seek to intervene, and so they seek to provide a house with food, clothing, foster parents, almost pretty much immediately after they're taken out of the home. So it's a really, really great organization that's dedicated to bettering the lives of children. And I just could not be more appreciative and more excited to support them and of all the work they're doing. So if you'd like to help out and donate, you can visit the link below and it'll take you to the donation page. But please consider giving a gift to help support Isaiah 117. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maverick out.